Hey folks, this is Mike Tango Whiskey coming at you with a difficult video, one that I've been thinking that I should probably make for a while. You know, I pride myself on honesty and authenticity, and I have not been completely honest with my audience. So I figure it's as good as time as any to kind of confess this and, I don't know, see where it goes. I have a problem. I have tried to quit, and I can't seem to quit. Yeah, and I think I probably need some help, and I know that any addiction, you can't do it alone. So that's just tough. I feel like I'm probably stalling. I'm just stalling at this point. So I'm just gonna come out with it. This is what's left of my Nalgene and single wall stainless steel water bottle collection. I mean, if you guys unsub, I understand. I know it's gross. I can't seem to stop buying them. When I'm in a thrift store and I see a Nalgene, I must have it. Regular Nalgenes, the really wonderful and beautiful 48-ounce Nalgenes. These are really nice. The narrow mouth Nalgenes, which are harder to clean, but man, they're much more easy to drink from. The different colorways, the different lids, the special edition ones, the National Park ones. I kind of like the plain Jane ones. This one was brand new when I found it, still wrapped in the plastic. I don't like the theme on it, but it was brand new. Nalgene's, I don't know who to blame for this. I think the whole outdoor industry, probably it's their fault. Maybe Gideon's Tactical. It's probably his fault too. He was on Nalgene's for a while. Any of the outdoor channels that feature Nalgene's, I blame this on them. Now, this over here is really where the problem is. It's this. You hear that? Isn't that beautiful? This is kind of the real problem over here, and that is the stainless steel single wall. Now, I know whose fault this is. It's partially my wife's fault, partially my kid's fault, but mostly it is Dave Canterbury's fault. Okay. He told me that I needed to have a single wall stainless steel water bottle. And I have his Pathfinder bottle around here somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. But look at these beauties. It's gotten so bad that now I'm starting to buy things in twos. So I will only buy Nalgene's. I will only buy Clean Canteen. But this is an exception. Look at this. Look at this by Stanley. Look at this beautiful 64 ounce. It's almost like what are they, the beer things, the tumbler or whatever it's called. Look at that. And wabam, all from thrift stores. That was a great find. This is kind of what started it for me. I don't know if I have the original. I do. Look at this. I was a military instructor, and in my class was a SEER instructor. He was one of my students, and he had a single wall. Man, this was back in 2007. He had this sitting on the table, and I was like, man, what is that? It's beautiful. I had some, Camelback plastic garbage. He had this sitting on the table. That was it. I was hooked, man. I was hooked. So this is the original bottle. This is the very first one that I owned. Very first one that I have. And in fact, there's one on my bike up there. I've got more of these bottles in other places. But stainless steel 40 ounce, these are classics. I've got a few of those puppies, narrow mouth, wide mouth. I think I paid retail for this one actually at Walmart. Those are great. The couple other 40 ounces. Look at this. Look at this set. That colorway of green, big and small, that's a great set. So you can see the disease has progressed to the point that I pretty much only collect doubles now, right? Where if I don't have If I don't have the other one, I'll get rid of it. I'll sell it. Now these are insulated, but these are great for like warm liquids in the winter. Here's another 40 ouncer. We got a bunch of those. Look at these sizes too. Look at this. This is the 27, I think the 18. Look at this little guy. Look at that. How could I not buy that? You see that on the shelf? Look at this. I tried to give it to my 6-year-old son and he put a dent in it, so I immediately took it back. He can never drink from it again. In fact, when my kids need a water bottle, they're not allowed to come out here and get one of these. I have a separate pile of crappy water bottles that they get to choose from. But look at that. How pleasing is that? Okay. Some coated ones. Single wall stainless, but they have coating on them, so you couldn't burn that in the fire. Sorry, Dave. Still cool, though. Look at this set. I found this set brand new, Pendleton Special Edition, but my kids started using them, so now I just use them for like on my bike water bottles. But isn't that cool? Matching. And these, here's a set of wide mouth clean canteen. These are cool too, much easier to clean. Look at these. I don't know if these are special edition or reflect. These are like chromed 27 ounces. Look, with the matching lids. Isn't that cool? Another 27. I showed these. Now, this is special too. So I actually paid retail for one of these. This is a stainless steel Nalgene, which is really cool because it's got a tapered bottom. So on pouches, like on not a chest rig really, but you could do it on a chest rig or like belt kits and stuff like that. These go in much easier, even your work bag, because you don't have to fish to try and get it to fit inside that space. So these are really cool. But look, I bought one retail and then I found one in the thrift store to match. Best day of my life, except for the, marriage and family and all that. These are cool too. These are also by Stanley, the 1913 collection. So single wall stainless, but the top comes off, so you could use like a tumbler cup, and then it's got a water bottle thing. Isn't that cool? I've never actually used these. I found these in a thrift store, the set at the same time. So I had to buy them. I'll see one bottle for like $5 and I'll go, that's too much. Then I'll see two for 15 and I'll go, I have to buy them. So clearly way in the progressed disease stages of this problem. Here's a MSR one, kind of a complicated top. This one, it leaks on me because this is a complicated lid, so I don't, it's not clean canteen, but still stainless. What else? Some like bicycling water. I'd use these because they're convenient, but that's not relevant because it's not clean canteen or Nalgene. But this is the bulk of my collection, and I feel dirty about it. I feel shame. I am embarrassed to show you this collection, but I don't think I can stop. So maybe I'll start sending them to subscribers as gifts. Like a lot of people won't buy a used water bottle at the thrift store. I do not care at all. I'll boil the lids. I'll boil some water and like put the lid in there and sterilize them really well and scrub them out, I don't know. Maybe somebody out there can help me. You guys know where I can get some help? It's starting to become a storage problem too. I don't know where to put them. I hide them from my family so they won't use them. And I hide them from my wife so she won't see how many I have. In fact, she's on her way home right now. She went for a bike ride, so I have to get off. I appreciate you guys listening to me and maybe helping me. This is Mike Tango Whiskey, and I'm all clear.